And welcome back, everyone, to the second game of the night here at Meta. It will be Glenunga taking on Nazareth Catholic. I'm Chris, that's Gex, and before we kick off, just to let you guys know, Glenunga are actually playing with two players tonight. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game here, Gex. I mean, Glenunga, the second best team in the region right now, so might make it a bit more interesting, but you never know. It could still be enough for them to get the victory here.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hope for them with those two players, but a loss here doesn't necessarily mean that any huge changes, at least against the team they're up against, because it's 5 wins here to 4 in our competition right now. So Glenunga is actually up in the competition standings compared to NCC. So we will have to see how it turns out, but so far, some good tight rotations out of NCC just to hold them at bay.
Oh, that is nearly. That could have nearly been a disaster for Glenunga, but the follow through from Zephyr, beautiful stuff to get that opening goal here. Ravino, I mean, he should have got that first goal, but good teamwork there from Zephyr to clean it up. 1-0 up to Glenunga, and yeah, just I think the on the stream the scores might be flipped for you, ladies and gentlemen, so apologies for that.
Yeah, to be completely fair here, I actually think that Glenunga has a good chance here because Ravinio and Zephyra are probably one of the better pairs to work together in this competition right now. So they have a good chance despite the 2v3.
Indeed, I mean, I think it's going to be Glenunga v Red Baron in the SANT finals, so yeah, if we see him get a nice win here with a 2v3, I think this is going to put him in a very good spot heading into the regional playoffs. But for Nazareth, I mean, they're still fighting for third and fourth respectively, so, or fourth possibly, my apologies there, but yeah, so for them, if they get the win here today, that's going to be absolutely massive for their chances to make it into playoffs. But Ravino, well, he's putting pain to that very early on. He just gets another goal. This time he sends it in as well, and well, with an open space, he makes it 2-0.
Yeah, and you can't see it in the camera view, but I think there might have been some interference on that left-hand corner there to hold the defense back as well. So that goal coming out, I believe, actually due to some good work by the teammate up using his position well as well.
Indeed, I mean, as I said, Glenunga should possibly be the second best team in the region. Well, they're showing it right now, even with a man down. Their positioning is looking very, very good. Those rotations as well, but well, unfortunately, it did get turned into a 3v1 for them. They are very good at damage there by Tom Todd. Or good demo to open up the net. Zephyr's just too far away, and are we Glenunga picking or losing their first goal?
And Riv was looking to try and get a small touch to gain back control there. That's a good kickoff for NCC. They're going to really enjoy that one.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a perfect kickoff. A third man, if Glenunga had it, probably would have saved it, but us, they're just unable to pick it up, and with that, it's going to be an equal game now. 2-2. Ravino will get back in time, but he misses. Opens up for Todd, but he sends it straight to the ground. Ravino easily picks it up there. Tom Todd can't get to it as well, so Noodlemaster carries the ball through. Zephyr able to just pinch it off the backboard and out of danger for a brief moment. Tom Todd, though, setting something up here. Ravino, well played there, baits out Noodlemaster from the demo, and he's going to send that one in, and that's a net. Ravino, well played there to regain the lead.
And it's a shame for Todd there as well, because had he had any boost in that last attempt, we would be seeing an opposite scoreline now. But Glenunga gets that 3, and now they're up by 1, and you know what? They are absolutely proving why they're the second best team in the region right now, standing up with only 2 players. Tom Todd pushing that one forward now, but Zephyra gets on it well. Now out of boost, he will let that one go. They have to be careful on their rotations here and play things safe. Running out of boost could be a death sentence if their second player is up as well. What a slippery set, but not going to be able to get it there.
And Zephyr does hold it up well enough, but Todd is able to just push it in to the corner here. But Ravino sets up once again. Zephyr well placed to just keep it on attack for a moment here. He leaves it to Ravino, who gets control. He flips over one, can't get it over the second, however, as Noodle Master will pick up the ball, but Zephyr continues the attack along. Todd pops it up high. Where is Ravino? He doesn't go for it. He knows that it's better for him just to lie and wait than possibly over aggress and leave his net open here. Now Zephyr, he just bumps Tom Todd off the play. Ravino taking his time, being very patient here in that left-hand corner. Gets it over Todd, but he's bumped away from the play anyhow, so he can't do too much about it here. But just look at this continual attack that Glenunga has been able to build up here. It's really denying Nazareth any sort of opportunity to actually push out, and they are boost starving him a touch here as well. That will finally fall apart, however, as Todd able to get a demo onto Zephyr, but Ravino picks up the ball immediately here. He's looking to just try and mechanics max it through, but he's just going to leave the ball to his own devices as his teammate reappears. Noodle Master gets it close, but a whiff there. Noodle Master follow up, no Zephyr. And that's going to be the equaliser there with 1:20 remaining.
Yeah, some small mistakes there out of Glenunga will cost them one and let this even up again. 1:20 left. It's going very well could be the next goal wins at this rate, but you know what, 6 goals in the game so far. It's not a low-scoring affair, and both teams are doing quite well with what they've got to offer. Ravinio has really been stepping up. I've noticed one of the things that it has been making really hard for Glenunga, being this 2v3, is picking up boost, because if you take that time to go for boost, you're now not available for that ball, and with no with one person not being available for the ball, it means that you can't pass. It means that you can't get that second man on attack. So for them to be keeping up their rotations, pushing up and keeping pressure like they are right this second as well, they're doing extremely well to manage with this boost grabbing situation that they're in.
They are, but Zephyr now needs to rally back quickly. We'll be able to get the save away from Todd. He's trying to carry the ball out now. That's something they have been able to do well, Glenunga. Just put it on continual attack, but Ravino now needs to go for the save, able to just put it on the woodwork and save it. Todd follows through, but he finds the woodwork as well. Unable to score. Now Ravino tries to flip back to continue to play. Won't be able to. Bumps Noodle Master, however, and will keep himself in defense. Nice bump away left from Noodle Master. Ravino can't get there in time, and Nazareth picks up the lead with 16 seconds remaining.
Fantastic stuff, and this came off of an insane angle shot from Todd that just barely wasn't able to make it through the defense into chaos as it came out, and just were able to kind of bully that ball home, and it's such a good job they did of it too.
Yeah, they've been behind for most of this game here, Nazareth, but with 10 seconds remaining, they might have just pulled off the win here, but Zephyr looking for the play. He gets the ball to Ravino. He's in a 1v1, and he will get the equaliser. 4-4 with 4 remaining.
Well calculated play here. Zephyr starting to run low on boost, passes it out to Ravinio, who is just waiting there for it. Pops it up that top left, high and away from the defense, and manages to take that one out and even us up as well. This is an incredibly even match, despite it being a 3v2.
It is indeed, as Todd looks for the buzzer beater here. Zephyr puts on the backboard, nearly opens up opportunity for Nazareth, but won't be able to. So we go to overtime here. Noodle Master just puts it into the corner. Ravino trying to follow the ball through. He does have full boost to work with here, and he's just controlling nicely here. Brings it to the ground. Todd able to block off, but he's not able to do anything. Tom goes away, and Ravino, he will be able to pick it up in overtime. Glenunga win the first game.
I'm just laughing a little right now because this only happened because of a bump that they thought would open up a play for them. They thought that that would get the ball away from Ravinio in the air there, and it just gave him the acceleration and the momentum he needed. He couldn't have gotten downfield without that bump. Carried it down, got to the ground, used the flip he got off of that, and sent it home.
Speaking of carry, Ravino 1,007 score on the board, 4 goals and an assist as well, 50% conversion rate and 2 saves. That is some strong stuff there from Glenunga. Zephyr as well, really playing what should normally be a third man role, but this time around it's a second man effectively, but he's playing that to a T as well, setting up Ravino, getting a few chances for himself. Well, Nazareth, I mean, they're putting up the fight, but even with that extra man advantage, Glenunga, they do seem to be the better team.
Yeah, I have to agree, and it's because these guys not only do they have the mechanics, they play well together. I mean, they have
Yeah.
such good communication. They've been able to get the ball to each other in the crucial moments where they weren't able to control it anymore, and keep that control within the team. And that's something that NCC has actually been struggling with a little bit, I have to say. Nazareth hasn't been finding each other. There's a good
Oh.
pass down off the backboard from Tom Todd, though, and Todd will be able to put it away.
Yeah, Ravino unable to get the saving touch there, and that pretty much opened it up for Todd to come through and get that opener. He tried well, Ravino, but yeah, Tom Todd just being slightly too high has just cooked him in defense, and well, Nazareth able to make that play, and they will get that early advantage here. Now, let's see if they can capitalize on it as Ravino goes close, but Tom Todd comes in at the nick of time to get that save here. Ravino will lose the ball to Tom Todd, but Noonmaster won't really be in a position to shoot just yet. Will allow Zephyr to bring the ball back to the midfield here. Bit of an unfortunate touch there. Ravino should have probably picked that one up for them, but the ball still rolls into attack. Zephyr now waiting for the chance, but Ravino on ground, able to just block off Todd for the moment. Tom Todd now trying to come through. It's effectively 2v1 there. With Zephyr able to just pop it on top and put it back into the midfield here. Todd trying his best to pressurize the line here, but Zephyr waits. He just taps it nicely to the opposite side of the field here. Tom Todd, though, following it through. And he's able to get it back up to Todd, who drops it down. And Tom Todd just puts it back into the wall here. They're still looking for the setup, Nazareth, but eventually Ravino's going to pick up the ball.
I have to say, I really appreciate what Tom Todd and Todd went for there. That little pass down while they weren't able to turn it into a shot is the exact kind of placement and player finding that I was looking for out of these guys, and done really, really well there. It was a very quick play, and I think there's a lot of players out there who wouldn't have been able to do anything with that, but to see them trying for tricky little things like that, just making sure they keep possession, holding the ball a little closer to their chests, stops things like this happening, these little turnarounds. Zephyr now, good opportunity, sends it to the backboard, looking for Ravinho, who's going to send it high. Gets this opportunity now, and the read off of the defense into the top left corner of that goal.
Ravino somehow gets that one in here. Look at the replay. Just a perfect touch, and I think Tom Todd has just flown in there to send it into his own net. That is so unfortunate for him there. The redirect goes horribly, and well, that's going to be the equalizer there for Glenunga. With 3 minutes remaining, they're not done just yet in game number 2. They've just been given the chance to come back here as Zephyr is in the midfield. Just going to leave it to Ravino, who taps it up onto the backboard. Todd will intercept though and just play it into the corner here. That could have been a bad look at the ball going so slowly that their opponents can't really do too much with it here. Does actually allow Ravino though to get some boost, and Zephyr as well, a very important demo there. Slows up the play as Todd, he goes for it, but he sends it wide. Zephyr wasn't in a position to save it if he had it on target here, so Nazareth still looking to regain the lead. Todd, he has the opportunity, perfectly set up there by Noodle Master, and that will be Nazareth back in the lead.
Beautiful play here, and everything that I've mentioned they've corrected so far. NCC, I'm really loving the improvement I'm seeing out of them this match, really finding each other, and immediately after I last said that they weren't keeping as good control as Glenunga was, they've been keeping it closer to their chest. They've been making sure that they don't hit that downfield and let the counter-attack come out. Oh, brilliant play by Tom Todd. So close by Glenunga, though. The defense was available. They're just not able to get there.
I think that double commit might have just screwed him over. You can just see them both touch, and oh yeah, that just did not work out for him at all here. Allows the ball to settle in, and yeah, they're now 2 goals behind him with 2 minutes 13 remaining. Especially in the 2v3, that's going to be awfully hard to come back from here, so yeah, for Glenunga, they might be looking for the decider here to pick up the series victory as Todd goes oh so close. Ravino well placed there for the save. Gets to number 50 there, Ravino, able to just make it work. But Glenunga, they actually signed a double commit here a little bit here. The communication's just faltering a touch, and it's really opening it up for Nazareth now. They're getting a lot more field possession, and well, without control, they can just starve out their opponents as Zephyr gets a tight save there across the post.
Yeah, pinched that one out from the post. Now, Noodlemaster, a good pass back, actually. First back pass I've seen come out here, and it's perfect back to Todd. Now, Todd setting up for himself as well, but Ravinho is too fast for him. Now, coming in high, he's going to look to use his mechanics here. Reads it off of Noodlemaster. Now, Zephyr is up, but Ravinho will finish it first, and that's going to bring the game back to only a 1-goal lead to NCC.
And Ravino, the mechanics got of SA, so it seems just able to snake it past Todd there. He had no hope of saving that one. Well played by Ravino. Really lifting once again here, but again, even that goal opportunity, we saw that little double commit come through from Glenunga. They need to be more careful about it here. So Ravino nearly gets it in again, but he misses the ball. And, well, it's just going to head into the wall now. The minute remaining, therefore, has a chance to just keep it in the midfield with the ball rolling back. We'll have plenty of time to rally into defense, however, Ravino and therefore a bump nearly works out there for Noodlemaster, but I think that just pushed Ravino into the ball.
Great clear downfield, huge booming clear that maybe they'll be able to get possession back off. Not if Todd has anything to say about it though. Bringing it to the wall now, it's going to come off the wall low though, and Zephyr can take control. Going to come up for it, searching for a video. It's a great pass down, but it's just out wide now. The counter-attack comes out from NCC as they look to get this centered, but a little bit of a misplay there from Noodlemaster will make sure that goes back. Todd now has it as Noodlemaster comes up. Not going to find the touch. Todd will be available, but a little bit of a bump on the wall there, just trying to make sure that Todd can get a touch. Does come out eventually. Todd doesn't look like he's got the boost to be able to make that one work.
And now Ravino, one last chance. He gets it to the wall. He gets another touch. This is looking good, but Todd clears it away with the Turkish flag. We'll see the ball nearly hit the ground. No, he gets a touch, but it's not enough. Ball eventually drifts down, and well, Nazareth, they've rallied back to tie up the series. One more game required here to find out the victors, but Glenunga also close here. But with that little tied up from Nazareth, with those little extra plays, those little extra setups, they've been able to. That's been able to do them the trick and get them at least one win in this series.
And yeah, they really did well to do that. And it all came down to control. I mean, NCC really fixed the issues that they had, because one of the ways that Glenunga was coming up and getting their goals was by just hammering the ball and clearing it. They didn't need to worry about whether they had control at any given time, because they knew that NCC was just going to give it back to them. NCC fixed that issue in Game 2, and now they're coming back really strong. I think they can win this one if they just keep that up.
Indeed, but we know what Glenunga can do as well. If they get a strong early game here, it might just be enough for him to tip the edge over as we get underway for this decider here. Glenunga, oh, that is just beautiful from Ravino here. Makes it a 50-50 and he nails it into that top corner. That's one way to kick off the decider. Beautiful play there from Ravino to get the early lead.
That's an outstanding play. Ravino fakes two and flicks the other top bins as well. Huge shot into that top right corner. Unbelievable work out of Ravinho. He is really proving himself as one of the strongest mechanical players in this region, if not the strongest. Zephyr is going to touch that up now, and Noodlemaster down again. But Ravinho is the one there again. He's up for the backboard touch, gets it, and a second goal straight away. Not even 30 seconds into this, and he's got two beautiful goals.
As I said, Glenunga, if they get that strong start, they might be unstoppable. And while Ravino, he knows what he needs to do, and he's absolutely popped off. That goal was just absolutely perfect there. Flips it the other way, Toddler's going. Very hard to save that one, and well, he just had to concede it, and well, 2-0 lead now, just like that to the team of man down here. Todd looking to just try and find the early equaliser, gets it to Todd. There's no one home. They will get that first goal back here, Nazareth. It's a nice goal as well. They just had to draw the defenders out, and the net was open.
Yeah, Zephyr, a little bit of error in goal actually carried him out of goal there as well, so he wasn't able to stay back for defense. And Ravinho, a wide rotation and grab boost at the same time, just results in an unfortunate timing of errors there as Todd sends that upfield. And I still think that Nazareth doesn't really need to change what they're doing so much. Just continue doing it as well as possible. Some great goals, don't get me wrong, out of Glenunga early on, but I don't know if they're going to be able to keep that up. The really, really well done on those fakes on the first goal, but can you reliably make that happen? I'm not sure, particularly as NCC learns to deal with that sort of thing.
Todd just getting the opening there, but Zephyr able to make rotation back. He's going to go for the solo play, and oh no, the ball's been nearly carried through, but look who's there, Ravino. The ball's going so slowly, just gave him the opportunity to fly in. Zephyr should have got that goal, but Ravino locks it in. Noodlemaster will be kicking himself for not getting that save there, and well, that was a goal and a half, Gax.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ravinio with 3 now. He just picked that one up. What a save, I have to say, though, to start with. That was a brilliant touch to make sure that stayed goal line. They had the opportunity to get that one out of danger, but it's just not available. There's a big demo in Zephyr. That could be huge here for Nazareth if they can make use of it, but let a little bit of time go here. Todd is going to challenge. Reads it beautifully as well, and that is a dunk and a half out of Todd.
Again, we just see a little bit of a misposition there. Zephyr's on the corner. And, well, he's out of position. He should have been closer to the net. I think he was looking for boost, but the boost wasn't there. And, well, that little misplay opens it up for Nazareth once again. They get a shot on target. It's a shot on goal. And they close the gap back down to 1 here. So, yeah, once again, that little double commit there from Glenunga having significant implications for him here as Ravino wins the 50-50, nearly another double commit here, but Ravino able to carry on forward here, might just set it up as Zephyr has to go back into defense here. Ravino picks up the ball, can he get the 250s? No, he can't, he loses it at the first. Zephyr now just caught in the midfield here, well played from Tom Todd, but Ravino has rotated back, he steals the ball away, Noodlemaster nearly in position, but nice play there from Ravino, put onto the backboard. Unfortunate touch here for Tom Todd, that's going to open it up to a booming clear there. Noodlemaster able to just lock it onto the wall, Ravino can't get the 50 cleanly. Zephyr just has to be careful here. He's able to get the save out and might be able to carry it back into the midfield, but Glenunga, as they reach halfway point, they're looking a little bit lethal, or a little bit vulnerable here as, that is a crucial whiff. Tom has a chance here to send it in, but he keeps it too high. That could have been the equaliser, but Nazareth only a goal behind still. Ravino looking for the counter-attack, but he won't be able to get it this time around.
Still nearly half the game left, 2 minutes left on the clock. Tom Todd, a great pass out to that midfield, and Zephyr a little bit slow to it, but that's left away. Ravinio actually putting that wide of goal there, looked for that redirect. Now Tom Todd should be able to clear this upfield, but it will go to Ravinio. This is the kind of touch they need to avoid. They're giving away possession there. They absolutely could have made something of that. Now they might be able to do it again as Todd goes up and actually takes that from his teammate. It does go down to Tom Todd. Opportunity still available. Todd to the backboard. It's going to come back off. Tom Todd up again, but Ravinio with the save again. It's going to come out. Now Noodlemaster, a big booming shot on goal, but it will get saved. Not enough power on any of these to get it past the Glenunga High School boys.
Yeah, Nazareth really trying to send it in, but they might be over trying here at the moment. A fair few mistakes, and Ravino now gets a chance to carry it out here. Gets onto the backboard. He won't make it into a goal line play here, but Zephyr will get a touch. Ball just dribbles down. Ravino, the hard hook to regain possession, and Zephyr now looks for boost here. Picks it up at the other end of the field as Ravino nearly sends it in, but he finds Todd. He pops up into the corner. His teammate carries it out. Now Nazareth back onto the attack here with 50 seconds remaining. Ravino, he picks up the ball, just taps it into the midfield again. Todd well positioned there for the save. He follows it through. Ball goes wide. So no shot on target this time around for Nazareth, but they're back on the attack and they know what to do. That could be a crucial demo, but the ball's still going back. Ravino already back to the land of the living here, and Zephyr, he's looking to try and end it now. He puts onto the backboard. Where's his teammate? Just waiting patiently on the ground here. He's actually going to go back as we enter the final 30. Todd gets it to Tom Todd. Zephyr puts it on to the backboard here, and he might have an opening for Ravino. Won't be able to. Tom Todd takes the ball away as we enter the final few moments of regulation. Shot on, but no goal. Ravino with the save. Ravino and Zephyr, can they do it? Can they get the 2v3 victory here? 5 more seconds to hold out. This could be huge for Glenunga if they're able to do it here. 1 second remaining. Ball still up and active, but it eventually hits terra firma, and Glenunga, 1 man down, wins the series 2-1.
absolutely massive effort from both sides. I mean, Nazareth sent themselves upfield, sent it at the goal, set it up over and over again, and Glenunga just panic saved everything. They rotated and kept that going so well under low boost circumstances. They could not leave to get that boost. They just had to pick up the little pennies around the goal and hope that they had enough. Riv, unbelievable work across all games. They weren't able to take game 2 after some amazing corrections from NCC, but what a game out of both the boys from Glenunga, and unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, that was absolutely huge from Riv and Zephyr. As I mean, yeah, winning 2v3 like that, that is an absolute monument of the game for them there. And, well, I dare say, you never know, that might just put them into a role. That might see them really compete against the Red Baron guys in the regional final. But before we go, we do have an MVP to choose, and, well, I think there's no hesitation, deviation, or repetition about this one, because Ravino, he's our MVP.
Absolutely. I mean, deserved without a doubt. Ravinho, you called him out as probably the best mechanical player in the region. I think he's definitely up there for that title now. Huge, 9 goals in the series, 1 assist. It was good to see a full 3-game series out of this as well, because what a show it was, and Ravinho had to be at the top of that for excitement.
Indeed. I mean, every time he's on stream, he seems to just go to another level, Ravino. So, huge props to him yet again. As well, I think we can say that was an absolute series and a half. But for now, we need to rest and recover, as we'll go to our final break of the night. We'll be back in about 33 minutes' time for our WA game of the evening. And, well, surprise, surprise, it's yet another Willardton derby, this time SoCast taking on the YouTubers. See you in half an hour.